How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to Dunn's Forge. I'm Thomas Dunn, and this is the new shop. All right, now welcome back. This is the new shop. I upgraded to an 1,850 square foot shop. So if y'all remember, my old shop is right there. This is the new shop. So finally, one of the bigger shops opened up, and for an extra couple $100 a month, I couldn't pass up the offer. But before we get into the new shop, let me give you a quick little update from that last video, which that last video was right there. Boom. Now we're back here to this one. So the last video I did, I think, was just making a leather sheath or whatever it was. And from that point on, I was on my first semester of business school, and I was also the first year of really being full-time, getting a ton of orders from like November until February, and I couldn't necessarily afford Brandon in here every week, let alone also trying to grow. So I kind of took a step back from making videos for that time being, and I focused on just making the brand, which, you know, I think was a very wise choice. I also started my second semester here about after Christmas time. So at that point in time, I'm making 300-400 knives. I'm doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, how can I get back doing YouTube? Well, just let it be, find time, and when you have time, make it happen. So let's fast forward till about April. Knife orders went down, as I knew they would, and I'm looking for welding metal fabrication jobs. Well, COVID, steel market went 600-700% up, and I'm like, what else can I do? So I found an opportunity to do fences. Hence, Dunn's Fence Works was formed. So as you can see, pan to the right or your left, this is just some of my fencing stuff. Since from April until now, I've done over 30 jobs. I am doing pretty well for myself. I'm not gonna necessarily say how much right now I'm doing, but I'm doing pretty well. And I also have a really big opportunity to do even more stuff this winter. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that being said, I felt that I need to get back into the videos, back to doing what I love to do. And I also want to help make content, share some educational videos, and really grow my brand here with y'all. So here it is. Here's the shop update. All right, so for everybody who has a shop and a garage, you know damn well they gotta have some brewskis, or in my case, some sweet tea and Monster. So, of course, still got my little shop fridge, got my microwave, got my heat treating oven. I finally upgraded to a little bit better organizational thing. Oh, also too, so some little updates of 2021. We got married, so there's a Mrs. Dunn, and we got two beautiful girls, so we got married in June. Well, with a wedding, you get all kinds of wedding gifts. So I got all the old dishes and all the old, you know, miscellaneous items, which, hey, was a win-win for the shop. So we got the shelving. This is kind of like the kitchenette slash, you know, heat treating some knives, making lunch, and getting some cold sweet tea and Monsters out of there. Right now, everything's still in a work in progress. So as of right now, this is what I got going on. This is my little welding section at the moment. I'm probably going to expand over there and then move all of this stuff and then move my welding section out a little bit more and have a good welding table in, and probably a little crossfire plasma CNC. So this is the welding section. Right now, the welding table is kind of a catch-all. I'm still, like I said, I'm still getting everything fully updated and upgraded and built and moved up into the shop. So my welding table, all my welding stuff. I was big into canning there for a while, so I still got all my canning stuff. I just haven't had the heart to throw it away yet. If you move over here, here's my stand-up drill press. And if y'all remember from watching all the other videos, this is my old main workstation. This is where all the magic happens for designing, putting on handles, dicom, layout die, all the miscellaneous stuff. I still got my scrap pile of all of my black walnut, my freak hardwood. And you know, it's still a work in progress. I've still got to make drawers. So my wife and I, a few weeks ago, we made a couple workbenches. So here's the first one. I got power strip on both sides. I got everything finally bolted down, because if y'all remember, I had that old kitchen table that a buddy of mine gave me, and that worked for about 2 years. And you know, it was kind of hard to bolt things down to it because of the construction underneath, and it was old and it was falling apart. So we finally upgraded to a bigger, better table. I still got plenty of stuff I want to do, and I am going to start coming out with some videos. The next workbench I do, I'm going to have a full, complete build of how I build it. And then we're going to have a couple videos of like doing the drawers and the like pack out shelves and like miscellaneous stuff as we go along further. So as you see, I've got my 7-year-old Harbor Freight buffer grinder, my 1x30 belt sander, my newer drill press I bought last year. I'll get to the handles here in a second. This is the Harbor Freight benchtop bandsaw. Here's my eyelet setter for making kydex sheaths for my eyelets. Miscellaneous blacksmithing tools, hammers, my vices. As we go along the back, I'll show you what's over there in the back. So as we come over here, like I said, this is just a lot of stuff I've had for years. And once I make drawers and shelving systems, then I'll have, you know, versus a vertical horizontal or a horizontal space of catch-all, I'll have more of a organized, chaotic mess, if you will. So now, this is my favorite area right here, y'all. This is the blacksmithing section. I know it don't look like much to most of y'all, especially blacksmiths who's been doing this for 10, 20, 30 years. I am gonna be getting a power hammer, probably a 50-pound 1950s power hammer, and I'm gonna be getting a Coal Iron Works 12-ton benchtop forge press. But as of right now, so I've got my new Conca Anvil I bought a couple years ago, my old 19-something Peterite, the anvil stands that I made myself with all of the tongue holders and hammer holders. I did get some new hammers here recently, and these are from, oh man, I can't remember, I think it was Iron Forge or, oh, I can't remember his name right now, dang it. But anyways, I got some pretty sweet hammers, cross ping hammer and then a rounding hammer, all 2.5 pounds. So I can't remember, but in the comment section, I'll have who the hammers are by. So now if we pan here, I got some new tools. So I got the Paragon heat treating oven. This is probably one of the cheaper or more affordable models. This is the Century Express 5.0. This one is what is this one? This one is I think it's the 18-inch deep, about 5-inch wide interior chamber. This little guy right here is absolutely amazing. It only cost me about 1,200 bucks off of USA Knife Makers, but a hell of an investment, and I will eventually get the 36-inch double bay heat treating oven. So as you see, I have my Harbor Freight bandsaw with my swag off-road table. I got my speakers back there, and then this is my new Ameribraid belt sander. This one is, I think, their lowest model, but this one still cost me about 1,500 bucks. So this is the 110 volt single speed belt sander. I did get the bigger 14-inch wheel, and then it came with the flat rest, which is pretty awesome. It could tilt and go all kinds of ways. I tell you what, going from the old Grizzly 2x72 to the Ameribraid 2x72, night and day, absolutely. I still have this guy, and this guy is still gonna have use, but as of right now, I've been doing a lot of work with my Ameribraid, and I couldn't be more than happy. I'm eventually upgrade to the variable speed so I can get the small wheel attachments, and I'll eventually have the vertical, horizontal tilt, and a couple other add-ons and additions. And then, so from the old workbench, I managed to use some of it. So I detached the drawers, trimmed them down a little bit, and stuffed them underneath this workbench. And right now the center is more for my air compressor and then like my combustibles, so like my paints and stains and miscellaneous stuff of that nature. And then if you view over here, this right here is temporary. I got to build another 8-foot workbench just like this one, but this just got my metal chop saw that I'm eventually go to my welding section. And then I have my 2x72 belts hung up at the moment right here. So, and as y'all see, I got my working board, work in progress, my calendar, which I gotta flip over, my licenses, stuff of that nature. Now, the cool thing, so my wife and I, we live in an apartment. We've been wanting to get a washer and dryer because we don't have one in the apartments. So I got one from my brother Brian. I got a dryer that hooked up, and then I also got the washers in the bathroom with our redneck way of draining the water, if you will. We just pull it over there to the toilet and it just drains the water because I can't shoot it outside. So I'm not gonna really show y'all the bathroom, it's just a bathroom. So if we go over here, this is the packing station, obviously the dryer, and then like I said, it's still a work in progress, so I'm still trying to figure out where to put stuff. And then this is my office, if you will. You can never not have a good coffee break. Delicious. So, and then this is my beautiful nanny. So she passed away when I was 7, but she still made it to the wedding, which is very, very, very special to me. And my mom and dad obviously was able to make it to the wedding too. So this is where now we go into, Thomas, what are you gonna be doing with this shop? Well, I'm gonna upgrade it. So I'm finally gonna be able to build because I have a bigger shop. So this is gonna be the downstairs break room, washer dryer room, lounge, if you will. So I'll have my couches moved in here. I'm gonna completely section it off, and it's gonna have a TV with a couch, the washer and dryer, and I'm gonna move all the kitchenette stuff over here, and I'm gonna put in like a little farm sink and whatnot. So up top, I'm gonna have banisters. I'm gonna have like an open office, if you will. And then on top of the bathroom, I'll have banisters, and I'll have like shelving and miscellaneous storage and whatever the case is up there. So over here, as you see, this is kind of like the lounge area. Well, the office is gonna end about right here, and then I've got, pretty much is gonna be my metal and wood storage. So speaking of the metal and wood storage, now we're going to the right side of the shop if you're looking out. And this right now, because there's no outlets over here yet, this right now is more of the storage side of things. So as you see, I've got my wood for my handles, for projects. I got these big, huge pecan slabs that came from Georgia. This one right here is gonna be my desk, and this one right here is gonna be the house desk, if you will. Then I got these big, giant walnut slabs I'm gonna make a couple kitchen tables out of, and I'm gonna have videos for all this as well, or hopefully. So I got some big, beautiful walnut slabs behind here, coming from Cameron Will is CW Hardwoods, and from the pecan is from SD Russell Lumber, Chris DeHaan out of Lenox. So that's what these slabs are, and stand by for future videos. So this is my old assembly table. As you see right now, it's just a big giant mess. I've got a lot of projects that I'm working on. So like my little mini tees, push daggers, all my darts, if y'all are familiar with my darts, cleavers, camp axes, miscellaneous stuff. I gotta build another workbench, so that's what, this right now is just temporary until I get my other workbench built. And then I'll have drawers and stuff like that. And then if you can see behind here, this, if y'all remember from the videos, this is my old Gardner surface grinder. I still haven't yet figured out what year it is. I think I want to say it's 1960s, 1980s. This is going to be another project that I got to get 3-phase put in here, or a converter. And then I'll have probably a couple videos of me restoring this beautiful piece of machinery. And then more miscellaneous wood storage. So over here, as you see, here is my metal storage from my leaf springs, coil springs, all of my crane cable that I got while working the last 6 years building welding bridges and buildings. Some of my steel cutouts from all the knives that got cut out from Laser Cutter in Madison, South Dakota. And then my miscellaneous steel storage. And then here is all of my, well, majority of my fencing equipment. I've got my big trailer is at my house. All my other tools are in my truck, but here is quite a bit of surplus fencing material and my tools and miscellaneous stuff to help me build fences. And that is pretty much it. So now, if you've been following along and if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell notification if you want to see upcoming videos. Like I said, brand new shop. I just moved in here maybe a month ago. I've been in here maybe a total of 8 days. I've been busy fencing. So this is something that I've been wanting to get for a couple years now. It has been a fantastic journey so far through the ups and downs, and it has just been a blessing to be able to progress this far along. I'm also on my 3rd semester of business school, so I'm 32 years old, married with 2 kids, 2 businesses, and I'm going to school. It's a lot of work, but I figured if anybody else can do it, why couldn't I? So don't ever think you can't do something. Do it. Take that jump, get off that edge, and do it. But yeah, other than that, I'll be having updated videos of the progression as I further along with building tables, building shelvings, getting the surface grinder, getting the shop built, and yeah. Other than that, I want to leave with a thank y'all, for everything you have done, for everything you might do, and God bless. Take care. All right now.